Good morning, students. The next question number third of exercise 5.2. In the adjoining figure P parallel to Q, find the unknown angles. So you can see here the figure is given here, and this P is parallel to Q, and this is a transversal. All right. So we have to find the unknown angles. So there are total 6 unknown angles: angle A, angle B, C, D, angle E, and angle F. Only one angle is given. This one, that is 125 degree. So we have to find the other unknown angles. So first you can see here, this is a straight line. Now this angle E plus 125, the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. The reason is linear pair. It is a linear pair. So you can write angle E plus 125 is equal to 180 degree. Reason is linear pair. Alright. So from this we can find measure of angle E. So take this 125 on right side. So it is 180 degree minus 125. So it is how much? 180 minus 125. It is 55 degree. How much? 55 degree. So measure of angle is 55. Now you can see here, this angle F and this angle E are the pair of what? Vertically opposite angle. So measure of F is also how much? 55 degree. The reason is vertically opposite angle. So you can write here angle E is equal to angle F, vertically opposite angle, and measure of F is also 55 degree. Alright. Now next, this angle A is equal to angle E, because it is the corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are also equal. Angle A is equal to angle E. You can write that angle A is equal to angle E is equal to reason is corresponding angles. Therefore angle A is of measure how much? Angle E, F are also same. So angle A is also of measure 55 degree. The next, this angle C is again the pair of vertically opposite angle. That's why angle C is also 55 degree. Reason vertically opposite angle. The next one, measure of angle B is how much? This angle B and this angle C. The sum of this angle B and C is 180 degree. The reason is linear pair. Now the measure of angle C is 55 degree. So you can put the measure of angle C 55 degree here. Therefore angle B is 125 degree. Now angle B and angle D are again the pairs of vertically opposite angle. Angle B and angle D. That's why angle D is also of measure 125 degree. Vertically opposite angle. You also write the result. Okay. So you can see here angle A is 55 degree. Measure of angle B is 125. Angle C is 55 degree. Measure of angle D is 125. Measure of angle E is 55, and F is also 55 degree. So this is your question number 3. Next, this is your question number 4. Find the value of x in each of the following figure if L parallel to M. So there are total 3 figures. In all these 3 figures, the condition is given that L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M, and this T is a transversal. So in the second figure also, L is parallel to M, this T is transversal. L parallel to M, this A is transversal. Alright. So we have to find the missing value of x in all these 3 figures. So in the first figure you can see here, the measure of this angle is 110 degree. So the vertically opposite angle to this 110 is this one. So this angle is also 110 degree. Reason is vertically opposite angle. Now we have to find the measure of angle x. So you can see here, these two angles are the what? Angles, interior angles on the same side of a transversal, and its sum is supplementary. Clear? So 110 plus x is equal to 180 degree. So you can write the reason. The sum of interior consecutive angle is always 180 degree. Now you can find the value of x here. So take this 110 on right side. 180 minus 110 is equal to 80 degree. Sorry, it is 70 degree. Therefore, measure of angle x in the first figure is 70 degree. Now the second part is you can find the value of x. Now you can see here this L parallel to M and this T is our transversal, and this x and 2x are the interior consecutive angles on the same side of a transversal, and its sum is a supplementary. So you can write x plus 2x is equal to 180 degree. Write the reason. Now 2x plus x, it is 3x. 180 degree. Now this 3 is the coefficient of x. It is divided by 180. So it is how much? 60 degree. Therefore measure of x is 60 degree. Next, third part is L parallel to M. We have to find the value of x. You can see here this A is a transversal, and this angle x and this 100 are what? They are corresponding angles. The corresponding angles name. That's why x is equal to 100 degree. Write the reason. Corresponding angles are equal. So measure of angle x is 100 degree. So this is your question number 4. Next, this is your question number 5. In the given figure, the arms of two angles are parallel. So you can see here, there are two angles, angle ABC and the second one is angle DEF. The arm of both of this angle are parallel. So this AB parallel to this DB and this arm BC parallel to arm EF. So you can write here given arm AB parallel to which one? DE, and this arm BC parallel to arm EF. Alright. So we have to find the angle DGC, this one. DGC. So take this angle X, and second is angle DEF, this one. DEF. So take this angle Y. Okay? So now you can see here for these parallel lines, this BC is what? It is a transversal. So this AB and this DE, it is parallel, and this BC is a transversal. Alright. So we can find the value of x. So the measure of this angle is P is 70 degree. We have to find measure of angle, this one, G. So x and 70 degree. Both of these angles are what? It is corresponding angles. What angles name? Corresponding angles. So measure of corresponding angles are equal. Okay? So value of x is 70 degree. So the first part, angle DGC. This one, DGC is of measure 70 degree. The reason is here. Corresponding angles are equal. The second part is you have to find the measure of angle DEF. So again you can see here DEF. This BC and this EF. This BC and EF are parallel, and this is our transversal. So measure of this angle is how much? 70 degree. You have to find the measure of this angle. So you can see here again this 70 degree and Y are what? It is corresponding angles, and the corresponding angles are again equal. Therefore measure of this Y is also 70 degree. Right here, angle DEF is 70 degree. The result is same. Corresponding angles are equal. So this is your question number 5. So next, this is your last question number 6 of exercise 5.2. The question is, in the given figure, decide whether L is parallel to M. So there are 4 parts. So we have to check that this line L is parallel to M or not. So the first one, you can see here measure of angle, this one is 126 and the measure of this angle is 44 degree. So this 126 degree and 44 degree are the interior angles on the same side of a transversal. So we have to add these two angles, 126 plus 44. So its sum is 170. But we know that the sum of interior consecutive angles on the same side of a transversal are always supplementary. But the sum is in sum 170. That's why L is not parallel to M, because the sum of interior consecutive angle is not 180 degrees. Next, second part. So you can see here the measure of this angle is 75. So its vertically opposite angle is also same measure. Vertically opposite angles are also same measure. So it is also 75. Now you can add this 75 plus 75. The reason is same as in first part. So 75 plus 75 is 150. So the L is not parallel to M, because sum of interior consecutive angle is not 180 degree. Next, third part again. So the measure of this angle is 57. Its vertically opposite angle is again of measure how much? 57 degree. So you can add this 57 and 123. 57 plus 123 is 180 degree. Therefore, in this third part, L is parallel to M, because 180 degree what? It is supplementary. Alright, because the sum of interior consecutive angle is 180 degree. Last again, fourth part. This angle is of measure 72. Its vertically opposite angle is also of measure 72 degree. So 72 plus 98, it is 170 degree. Therefore, L is not parallel to M. The reason is same. The sum of interior consecutive angle is always 180 degree. So this is your question number 6 of exercise 5.2. Thank you.